As we say goodbye to the 3-year powerhouse that was Transformers Legacy and make way for the Age of Primes, I thought it might be fun to end the year looking over the insane ride that was the Legacy Stunticons. In this first installment, we're going to look at the deluxe class limbs Wild Rider and Dead End. Let's get to it.
Why am I here again?
To tell the viewers about channel memberships.
What do I know about that nonsense?
Just tell them it's only $1 a month and it helps support This Toy Makes Me Happy.
Oh, yeah! Sounds great.
So can you tell them that, please?
No.
Why not?
Because you just did.
Ugh. I'm starting to regret working with toys. I will admit that at first I wasn't super excited by the new Stunticons. The Combiner Wars had drawn me in a big way, and the idea of a set of figures I'd feel compelled to complete is always a bother on my brain. But as pictures leaked and reviews came out, I got excited and saw the potential of making a Menasor that I could really enjoy. Since the Combiner Wars version wasn't exactly the greatest, Wild Rider and Dead End are probably the very definition of a mixed bag for me. In each mode they look good, but there's a few little bothersome bits that get in the way of making these great figures, in my opinion. In robot mode, I have to give it to the design team, as both figures are beautifully detailed. Wild Rider in particular has some fantastic sculpting throughout, particularly his head. I love the little horns on the side, and the way the bright red face sticks out. I do wish he was sporting some lighter gray or silver paint apps here and there because the dark gray plastic really hides some excellent sculpting. When this figure first came out, a lot of people complained about the cape that was formed from the front end of the car, but it doesn't really bother me much. What does bother me is the way the windshield sticks out perpendicular to the body, kind of messing with the whole silhouette of the figure. Dead End, I have to say, looks fantastic, from the top of his head to the base of his shins. It's almost like they ran out of time when they got to Dead End's feet, which is a shame because the rest of him is really nicely done. I love his beautifully generic head sculpt and muted colors contrasting with the silver chest. It all complements the character really well. He just can't stand up well because his feet are just thin slivers of the back end of a car. I guess you could say it's a very G1 thing to do, but I think we've moved beyond this now. Both of these guys look the part and come with fantastic sets of pistols that they can dual wield like champs. But here is again where I find another small complaint, particularly with Wild Rider. While he is sculpted very nicely, his arms have third-party level sharp edges on them that just make him unpleasant to manipulate. At the same time, the shoulder wheels on Dead End tend to pop off easily when you try to pose them. Again, these are minor frustrations, but it all stems from issues that could have easily been avoided in the design process. Transforming these guys is an interesting affair. Wild Rider is not exactly pleasant to convert due to the aforementioned razor blade-like arms, but when he comes together, his vehicle mode is insanely cool. Dead End, on the other hand, feels like he's two different toys in one, which makes sense given that he splits in half for the combined mode. But I'm jumping ahead. The legs are a pretty simple affair, but the upper torso is very satisfying. I love the way the front wheels get rotated and the chest unfolds to form the guts of the vehicle, only to have the car hood snap over everything in a very precise manner. Both bots in vehicle mode look gorgeous. The colors and details are a treat for your eyes. I always love the impractically badass red windows on a Decepticon. So, of the two, Wild Rider definitely wins. But I will say, I like both vehicle modes a lot. The weapons can be mounted on both figures in this mode to give them a little firepower while they hit the road with reckless abandon. Dead End and Wild Rider are flawed figures. There's no doubt about that. But they look nice in both modes and come with fantastic accessories. I will say, if they weren't part of a set, I probably would not have bought these figures. But they are, and I did. So I guess the next thing we have to do is take a look at their teammates, drag strip, and breakdown.
Pow! Transform! Hold up there, citizen.
You're not thinking of watching this whole video and moving on without hitting the like button, are you? And I see you're not subscribed. That's a clear violation of code 42-1701C. Loser! Whoa! Well, it looks like you're getting off with a warning this time, because I need to go stop that crazy con. Make sure you like and subscribe.